Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a layout share for a couple of layouts I got done with my October How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. So if you recall, and I will link the kit share down below, I decided to do both a product and a bit of a project focus this month, in that I am using a fun kit that I got during International Scrapbooking Day from Christina, which was based on a photo play collection called You Had Me at Paper. And so I decided I would use that and do a little bit of a mini series about my passion for scrapbooking. So I've got 2 layouts done with the kit. I've actually got 3 layouts done in the mini series, but the third layout was not using the How to Kill a Kit with Style for October. So this is going to be the introductory page, and I went into some detail on this page in my Freeze Friday video, so I won't spend a lot of time on it again. I really just wanted to put it here so that it would be in the right category, in case some of you are just watching How to Kill a Kit with Style and are not into the Freeze Gang or the Friday Freezes. So this one I actually got done, and this was basically a scrap lift, because on International Scrapbooking Day, Christina, in her Facebook group, not Facebook group, but rather on the public page, the Redefined Creative public page, she created 3 layouts. This was one of them. So I basically just recreated that layout. I love it. I still have some journaling to do. And this will serve as the title page or introductory page to that little mini series. So I will link the Freeze Friday video below in case you want to go back and get a little bit more detail on this. But basically everything on here is using the photo play kit. It's an exact scrap lift from the layout that Christina did during her Facebook Live. And this is a little cut file that she had included in the kit. So there you go. So that's layout number 1 with October's How to Kill a Kit with Style. And this is layout number 2. Because if you recall, when I was sharing my kit, I printed up a bunch of photos, what I thought at that point was going to be the entirety of the photos for that little mini series. And then I realized halfway through that video that I forgot all about card making. Because I also love stamping, coloring, and making cards, particularly Christmas cards. I think those are probably the cards that I make the most, but I've started doing cards throughout the year. I make every card that I need to give or send is made. I do not buy any cards, and I enjoy it. So these 2 papers within that collection pack were just perfect, because this is basically a Happy Mail paper and then a whole sheet with Copics, little Copics all over it. So I just went into my stash, got a piece of red cardstock, and this is Poppy Parade from Stampin' Up. Sort of did my 1/3, 2/3, but this is maybe a little bit fuller than usual for me, but I sort of love this page. So I put the Happy Mail, I think this is about 4.5 inches at the top. Then I did 1 1/4 inches of the Copic paper. And in the join in the middle where these 2 sheets met, I left a little bit of space, and I put, this is just a little sliver of one of the Chamel papers that I had added to this kit, because the colors, in particular this sort of indigo purple beautiful color, matched perfectly. And then the back side of one of these 2, I'm not quite sure which, the back side of this paper, I just did I used a border punch and I put that across there, and I think it gives a lovely little contrast. My photos are about 3.75 by 3.75. I matted them on the back of, no, there you go. I matted them on the back of this paper, and this little border strip is from the back of the Copic paper. So there you go. So I got my two photos up. This one flat to the page. This one is mounted on some foam tape. I had this little fabulous, which was from a Chanel border strip, and I had it just sitting on my desk. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to put it there. The yellow, the golden yellow is not quite a match, but it sort of complements, and the red is a perfect match. So I put that there with just a little enamel heart. And then the next thing I did, I said, okay, so this, I have this, and I had my title in mind, which was Bringing Back Tradition, but I wasn't quite sure where I was going to put it. So then I decided to go down here and work on this little cluster. I love this kind of diagonal feel to layouts. So I took a frame from the die cut pack. This was one of the cut apart sheets. It was a 3x4 journaling card, and then I just fussy cut the You Had Me at paper. I fussy cut that out, tucked it into the frame. From the sticker sheet, I put these two little Copic markers. This sticker, Friends and Fun, because I think card making is fun, and I love sending cards to friends. And then I just tucked this little bit. This came from one of the die cuts, and it's the top part of a die cut, and I just cut it off and tucked it in there, and put a few enamel dots in the various colors around here just to fill in these sort of little odd angles, as I always do. And I had this which is sort of like a punch out from one of these frames, and originally I was going to put it down here, and then I sort of accidentally just tucked it under there, and I kind of liked it. So I left it there, put a little star, and also one of the little stickers and an enamel dot. And that sort of gave a perfect little place to nestle the first part of my title. And that is what I did. So I used here my Happy Life from one of the Paige Evans collections, of course. I think I might only have 2 sheets of this left. So then I tucked the Tradition over here, which then gave me a little bit of a gap or a hole or a little angle here to fill out, which is how I generally decide on where my embellishments are going to go. Use some stickers, again from the sticker sheet, which just represent Happy Mail, filled in with a couple of other little stickers and some enamel dots. And the very last thing I did is I just put this up on foam as well and tucked that little label in there with stamping. And I sort of love the way this turned out. So I love this one. And my journaling is just sending and receiving cards disappeared as life got faster and faster. I'm so happy that I started it again and hopefully bring a smile to people. I certainly love making cards, sending them along with a little handmade goodie, because in here I'm also showing some little bookmarks that I made at Christmas time last year. Receiving them is always a lovely gift. Back to slower and more relaxed times. And I just love that. And I love this page. So there you go. So 2 layouts done so far with my October How to Kill a Kit with Style. Please don't forget to pop on down below. I will have the links to all my scrap buddies that are participating in How to Kill a Kit with Style. We don't all share on the same days. We just share throughout the month. Some of us do processes. Others, like me, do shares. We pretty much all share on the first of the month and the last day of the month with our kit shares and then our wrap up. But then throughout the month, we just share at all sorts of different times. But I still post all of the links, as most of my friends do, so that you can pop on over to the channels and look for the thumbnail. So tell me, do you make cards as well as scrapbooking? Are you only a card maker? Are you only a scrapbooker? Do you like receiving cards? Have you started sending more homemade cards in the last few years or not? So talk to me about cards and what you think about cards, and if you make cards. Talk to you soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.